If you haven't been in my class before, my name is Coach Sara, and in today's class I'm going to go through a different style of ad, which is kind of like a cartoon style ad using AI. If you don't want to do these ads for your products, you don't have to, but you would use the same process if you were doing like a AI avatar or just copying someone's ad. So it's more about the structure rather than the ad copy. But the reason I decided to do this one was because if any of you in AITF, Coach Kirst was talking about how he's starting to see a lot of cartoon style ads with AI being launched and doing successfully with them. So I'm going to show you the ad that I made for our brand. I have changed it around a little bit and put another product in there. And then also I'm going to show you an example of one that Coach Kirst sent me that he said that's doing really well at the moment as well. And then we're going to go through the process. So we're going to get as much done today. And then if we don't get it all done today, on Wednesday, I will go through the editing side of it on CapCut to show you that side as well. Because yes, you can do this in Canva as well, but we have loads of classes on Canva. So I like to show it in CapCut just in case you would like to use that as well. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and then we can get into it. Go on chat over here. So as per usual, if you have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. I'm trying to see who we have here. Check. I'm not sure who's admin today, but say hello in the chat, and we'll be able to answer the questions for you as well. We've got, I was just seeing Amanda's in the chat as well. Lovely Amanda. So say hello to everyone. But if you do have a question, rather than unmuting yourself, thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan's here, so say hello to Jonathan and Amanda. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And between us, we'll be able to answer your questions, okay? Right, let's get into it. My ad's gone as well. I had to reboot my computer just for class, so it just lost everything. So right, let me just grab. Yeah, so AI, we have quite a few different programs. So AITF is just really about AI, like lots of, and Coach Kirst, who does a lot of AI stuff, has like classes during the week. So don't worry if you're not part of it, but yeah, it's just another sort of business side that we have. But yeah, I will show you what we're talking about. Right, let's get into. No, that's the wrong one. Where's my ad gone? Let's see this one. Here we go. Open it up. No worries, no worries. If you're new, you're going to be learning quite a lot, but don't worry. Okay, so this is the ad that we're going to have a look at today. Like I said, this is my ad that I actually made. So I was going to show you the I was going to show you the brand I actually copied it from, but they've had a problem with their Facebook account. It's actually down at the moment. So it's not because they ran this ad. They run a lot of like quite risque ads. So that's probably why they've had some problem with their Facebook account. So it's not actually up at the moment. It's in here, but as you can see, it's inactive. But I'll see if I can play this one. See if it lets me play it. But this is an example of one of the ads that they have here. And then I'll show you the one that I made, and I'll show you the one that Coach Kirst had as well, just to show you some examples of them. Okay, so this is one of their one here. So
I'm an alcohol. I spike your estrogen so high you're basically running on female hormones. That's why you finish in seconds. That's why you've got the dad bod. I'm alcohol. I'm the reason you can't get hard like you used to. I constrict your blood vessels and choke off circulation right when you need it most.
I'm alcohol. I'm why you finish too fast. I fry your nervous system so bad you've got zero control down there.
I'm alcohol.
I should have referenced before. I apologize for the subjects, but this is like supplement stuff for males, so obviously it's going to be talking about that stuff. But yeah, let's just continue to play. But yeah, it's a cartoon style that we're looking at.
I tank your testosterone every single time you drink. That drive you had in your 30s, I killed it.
I'm alcohol. I spike your cortisol for days after one drink. You're anxious. You're wired. You can't relax enough to perform.
I'm Boostiva. With just 2 capsules and 14 ingredients, I fight everything alcohol does to your bedroom performance. The L-arginine in me floods your body with nitric oxide so those constricted blood vessels finally open wide. Blood rushes where it needs to. You get rock hard again. The saw palmetto in me calms your fried nervous system so you're not finishing in 2 minutes. You last as long as she needs you to. The NAD plus in me crushes that estrogen spike and brings your testosterone roaring back.
The drive, the morning wood, the man she married.
Over 87,000 men have now reversed PE and ED thanks to Bustine. Click below to get our 40% off sale right now, backed with a 60-day guarantee.
I'm an alcohol. I spike your estrogen so high you're basically running on female.
I will share this in a link, as Tina said she needs it for her ad, so you you can copy this one if it lets you see it. But yeah, so you can see that it's like a cartoon style ad that they're using here. I will show you the one that I made. It's not the same as this one. It was based on another one they made, but like I said, their account is down. So this one I could get the link, but I'm not sure about the one I had. But it's very similar to this, so I'll just play it for you. It's not about the product, okay? So I apologize to anyone. It's just about these style products for this product. This product is what they sell it for, okay? So, right, this is...
I'm his prostate. I used to be the size of a walnut. Now I'm huge. I squeeze everything down there until nothing works and he can't perform. I'm cortisol. I've been flooding his body for years, crushing his energy and drive. I make sure he wakes up tired and hits a wall by 2 p.m. I'm NAD+. I'm the fuel his cells actually run on. I'm Pygeum and Nettle. We calm that swollen prostate so he sleeps through the night again. I'm Ashwagandha. I crush his cortisol levels and bring back his masculine drive. I'm NAD+, and I contain all of them in a concentrated liquid that hits fast.
You'll never worry about getting hard again. Just 1 pill a day for energy, flow, and drive. Click below to try NAD+, to get our 50% off sale right now.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, it holds your attention. It's something different. It's telling you about their problems still. It's highlighting how your product is the solution, but it makes it in sort of a cartoon style way. So it still speaks about the main problems, but then introduces the solution as your product, but it's in a fun style way, like you said, holding that attention. So that's why they're doing quite well. Oh, thank you, Brenda. So you're doing really good. Hopefully you're in the supplement brand, accelerator if you have worked for a supplement brand before, because you'll do really well because you'll know all the different angles. So yeah, so that is some examples there. I will show you this other one as well that Coach Kerr sent me. Now this is a different style one. This reminds me of like the old style, like 80s programs with like Play-Doh. Let me just play it.
They say you are what you eat, but really, you think what you eat. Your brain is only 2% of your body weight, yet it burns 20% of your energy. It's a high-performance machine that needs real fuel. Stop settling for grey thoughts. Feed it color, berries, healthy fats, omega-3s for clarity. Support the gut-brain connection. Upgrade the output. Think hardware maintenance, creatine, iron, zinc. Support memory and focus. Vitamin D, that's your natural charge. If you want it simple, we build QuickMind with human-studied ingredients for clean brain energy. Fuel the machine. Unlock clarity. Be limitless.
Okay, so I'll put that one in the chat. So yeah, there are 2 type of ads that we are seeing that are doing really well. So they're the cartoon style ones and like this claymation one as well. But it just showed you, like you said, hold your attention. It's something a little bit different in your feed than just, you know, like being sort of dull, not dull, but really highlighting the problem. This still highlights the problems. People would still think, yeah, that happens to me, but it's in a sort of fun style, keeping attention style sort of way. Okay. So yeah, so I have shared those 2 links in the chat. Obviously, this is my video, so I haven't got a link for it, but those 2 are in the chat if you want to have a look at those style ads and have a look at it. Okay. But I basically did the same thing. I found this ad that I've done here was the same one as Booster Bar. I just copied it exactly. I just changed the script slightly and changed obviously the product to our product. So that's what you're going to do. So that's what we're going to go through the process of today. So first and foremost is that you have to go and do your research. Okay, it's not just about, oh, I want to do a cartoon style ad. You need to do the research. And I know I do a lot of creatives. I show you a lot of ways to do creative imagery and stuff like that. But the most important thing about these ads are the script. Like the script is the thing that sells it. It's the angle that you sell the product for. So you need to make sure you're going out and researching and finding ads that are actually doing well. Okay, so take these two as an example, but make sure you're going out there. But if you are seeing it, and hopefully after this class, you'll be able to see that you could create them as well. Okay, yeah, exactly. They're scroll stopping sort of content, but so that's what you want. So it stops the scroll, but you still need that script that allows people to, you know, highlight the problem and then you're the solution. And that's what you'll see in a lot of these ads, that at the beginning you highlight the problem, you exaggerate that problem, you say, you know, talking about his wife and stuff like that and how it unmanly he feels and how he's not lasting very long. So it's like really exaggerating the problem. So it's like a little graph. So he sees it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I have that problem. Oh yeah, I have it that bad. And then bang, here's the solution, my product. And this is, you know, how you can get it, an easy formula. So you're kind of taking them through this sort of roller coaster cycle through the ad. So you're taking them to be aware of the product, taking them really deep down into saying this is your problem, and then here we go, this is your solution. Okay, so that's why in this ad you won't see at the beginning like, oh, this is my product, ha, come and buy it. It's like, no, let's exaggerate the problem first, draw them in, and all this sort of cartoon style draws them in as well, and then you hit them with the, yeah, this is the solution that you've been waiting for. Okay, so always think about that first of all. Always make sure you're going to the Facebook ads library like we do here, or there's loads of different ways that we'll show you research, but you're going in here. So for like NAD, for example, which is the example I just showed you, we're just going to, so hopefully, I know some of you are new, but you're going to go to Google and just go to ads library. And of course, all this is in the course, but you're going to go to ads library, Facebook ads library here. This will be United States for yourself. You're going to go to all ads, and then in here, you're just going to put your keywords. So if it is a specific product, like if you're doing supplements, you put the product into there. If it's, you know, you're looking at a certain niche, you're going to put it into there. You're going to come over here to filters. You're going to filter by ads that are at least a week old, at least a week or 2 weeks old. So you just change the two. Don't mess with this from, just change the two to like the 22nd or the 15th and click apply. And that just makes sure, as we teach in every of the courses, when you're looking for ads, you need to make sure they've been running for longer than at least 3 days, because that's in the testing phase, okay? So in the testing phase, this is like us, like we launch our ads and we let them run, then we just have a look and see if we made any sales. But after that, we decide after like 3 days, do we want to keep them running or do we want to turn them off? And if we're turning them off, it's because we've got no sales. If we're keeping them running, it's because they're working. So you've got to remember that when you do your research, okay? Research ads that are longer than a week old and have multiple ads running for them. So if you watch Coach Calvin's class in the AI Summit, he went through that in his class about how to find products. So make sure you are doing that. And obviously, if you are part of the other classes, you will see that as well. If you're part of POD, drop shipping, etc., you will know how to do that process. But I highlight that because, you know, don't just go and make an ad because you think, oh, this looks fancy, like I'll just put a cartoon together. You still have to go and do the research. You have to still go and find those ads that you can replicate. You could also find ads that are not cartoon style and turn them into cartoon style. So if you find an ad that's working really well and you want to stand out a little bit, you could take that sort of style and give it, make it into a cartoon style to try it as well. Okay, so you can be a bit imaginative with it. You're still using the same script, you just turn it into a different style of ad. Okay, so you would just search through here. I'm not going to do this now because obviously we're talking about the building of the ad, but you're going to search through here and find those ads to replicate. And that's exactly what we did here to find this ad. And like I said, this probably would still be running, but they've got a problem with their ad account at the moment. But and then once you've got that ad, that is when you are now going to start to build out the ad. Okay. Which AI course in the so Adrian, it depends on what program you're in. So we have the Affinity. I'm assuming this is an Affinity class. So I'm assuming you have your original path, so whether it's dropshipping or POD, those classes will go through how to do research on Facebook. So that's the class you'll be in. Oh, okay, so it's AIT combined. So, but yeah, so, but basically what I just showed you there is what you'll be doing. But you want to find those ads. So you'll either find them on Facebook. We also have color data as well. You can do the research as well. Okay, so once you have found the ad, you need to download it. So you can download it with like a Facebook downloader. So you just go to Google, get a Facebook downloader. You can also, I've shown this trick a couple of times, but you can right click on here and go to inspect. You have to click on the white bit, and it doesn't work for every ad, but you can try it. Right click, go to where it says network here, and then just play
Hormones.
the ad.
That's why you finish in seconds. That's why you've got...
And then the ad will appear here. And then when you click on it, it will open up. So right click, open in a new tab, and then you
I'm an alcohol.
have the video. So then you can just save it to your computer, okay? So that's the easiest way to do it without having like an app or a downloader. But if it doesn't work, you can just type in Google Facebook downloader, okay? Facebook ad downloader. But you have to have it on this bit of the ad, this white top bit of the ad. You just right click, inspect, go to network. Then once you're in network, play the video, and then the video will be here, okay? I know it's, but it's a good way of downloading the video. But yeah, so it'll be there. You can right click and download the video so you have it, okay? So once you have that video, you need the script. So you can also, if you go to somewhere like TalkScript, so if you're going to like TikTok or anything and want to get videos from there, you can go to tools like TalkScript, which actually just give you the script. So you just paste your link into here, click send, it gives you the video and the script. So if you get anything from TikTok, you can just go to TalkScript, put your video link in there, and you can download the script straight from here. If you have had to do the video like we have here, there's a couple of ways again that you can get a script. So you can go to Gemini and let's see, I've got so many tabs open. So you can go to Gemini, upload the video, so upload the file or drag and drop it into here and ask Gemini to give you the script for it. It's not always 100%, so try it. If it doesn't give you it, sometimes it gives you an abbreviation of the script, so try it. If not, you have tools like TurboScribe, so this one here, which is TurboScribe, which you can get free. I don't really I usually just do this way, which I told there. So you can just go into Google and just pick the top one, Facebook. I don't have one specific on top of my head. I just pick the top one when I do Google search. So just write in Facebook ad downloader. But yeah, I usually just do that way, which I right click and get the clip. It's only once in a while that it doesn't appear. It's usually only big brands like McCorner. They usually have too many like assets for you to download. But yeah, try it. Oh, here you go. Amanda's given hers, which is F down. Yeah, I've tried that one as well. So, so yeah, try that one if you can't do this way. Okay. But yeah, just type in Google or ask your ChatGPT, which is the best Facebook downloader. So TurboScribe here as well. I'll give you the link to this. This is another app to get scripts from. All you would do, you can do 3 a day for free, so that's great. You just click here to transcribe and drag and drop or upload that video into there and then just transcribe it. I just always do the whale, it's the most accurate. I don't know if they charge you or you can get more from the cheetah, but I don't know, but I just do that. It doesn't take long. Transcribe it and it will give you the script. So for example, I'll just show you like this one here, you just get the script like this and you can just literally copy and paste it. Okay, so that's your first step. Do the research, find the ad, then download the ad. So either use the link that Amanda's given you with F downloader or do what I just showed you there where you right click and download the video. And then you want to transcribe it with either TurboScribe, Gemini, or if you have like TikTok, TalkScript is another one. Did I give you that link? Put it in the chat just in case. But Jonathan must hate me. He's got to pin all these links at the top, but just try to give you as much information there. Okay, so once you have the script, this is where you need to turn it into your script. Okay, so obviously this product here is talking about Boostiver, their product. Obviously we have found it because our product is an NAD product, so we're going to use it. But you can also do this for other products. So you could use this as the style, like the script style, and change it for your product as well, okay? So what you need to do, so depending on your product, the best way to do it is, which I haven't got, let me just see. The first, the first way to do it is to get the information about your product. So basically, this is a supplement example, but if you're doing another product, you just need to get the details of the product. So for supplements, you're obviously going to get a list of the ingredients. So you'll have all the ingredients for the product, and you may have done some research on the product and have like a research sheet of the product. You may have done some manners research that you can use as well, or you might have done some ChatGPT research. So anything you can sort of get together about your product will help you more with your script, because the more you feed to AI, the better the result will be. So go and gather all the information you have. So again, our example is a supplement product. If yours is not a supplement product, just go and get the information about that product. So I don't know, if you're doing an insole of a shoe for like drop shipping, you may go and get, you know, how that insole helps with different problems that you may have. You don't use it. Or if it's a gifting product, you may go and find all the ways that you can gift it and how it's going to be a birthday gift, or, you know, a Mother's Day gift, and the sort of people that you can go after with that gift. Okay, so you just need to go and gather all that information together. I usually put them in like PDFs and have folders with everything in there as well. The reason you need that is because you need to feed that to your ChatGPT to allow it to write the script for your product. Because if you just give it and say rewrite it, it's going to rewrite the script based on the information it already has. So you need to give it the details and say rewrite it, but with my information. Now, another step, if you are doing supplements, is to give that information to ChatGPT. So take your ingredients of your product, give it to ChatGPT. So literally just upload it or paste it into here and say, please, can you read all the, please review this document and give me all the different angles that I can go after. So go and give it all the problems and solutions my product solves and all the marketing angles that I can go after. And that will allow you to see, like, every product will have about, every supplement product will have about 6 or 7 different angles that you can go after. So you can actually write this script 6 or 7 times based on the angle you want to go after. So that sounds a bit complex, but that is really what you need to do when you have a supplement product. You need to be going after the different angles of the product. So you can rewrite the script 6 or 7 different times. And what ChatGPT would do is take all that information, give you all the problems and solutions that it solves, and all the angles you can go after. And again, you can feed that here so that it writes the script based on that. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But the more you give to the AI, the better your results will be. Okay, so once you have done that, you will see here I've said, based on our product attached, please can you update the following script to reflect the details of our product. So it's going to take the script that I just gave it, so I'll put that in the chat there, rewrite it, but for our product. Okay, so our product may not have, so like this product here is talking about different things in the product. So like it's got this product that does this and this product does that. I can't run an ad that you know, maybe my product doesn't have estrogen, estrogen in it, so I don't need that part of the ad. Okay, so that's why it's important that you give it the information of the product so it can write the ad properly. You don't really say stuff in your ad that's not actually true. Okay, so you want to give it the script, give it the information, and just say update this script but with my details. Okay, so take the format, the structure, the way that it's talking about, you know, the problems, it's exaggerating those problems, and then it's giving the solution. But all those problems are based on your product. Okay, so I know I've like talked about that a lot, but it's important because the script is the most important part. Okay, so it's taking a winning script but updating it with your product. Okay, and again, if you are doing different angles, you can say that in here. So rewrite the script 6 different times for each different angle that's on my sheet. Okay, so then it will take that sheet and rewrite it 6 times saying, right, this is angle 1, this is your script for angle 1, this is angle 2, this is a script for angle 2. Okay, so that's, you can go as deep and complex as you want, and you can get the GPT to do it. I use Claude for script writing because it's one of the best copywriters. You can also use Gemini as well, but I've always used Claude to do script writing. So that's who I use to do my scripts. So it's the same as ChatGPT, and also it's a free account. I don't pay for this one. So all it does if you don't pay for it, it just doesn't save all of your chats. So make sure you're copying and pasting that script out once you have it. But you don't have to have a paid version of Claude if you're not using it all the time. You can try it with ChatGPT as well if you want to, and obviously, like, you can try it with Gemini. It's totally up to you which like GPT or what I never forget that name, learning language model that you use. Okay, so date the tools, as Amanda's saying. Okay. Date them, see which one works best for you, and you can test them out. So test a script maybe from Gemini, test one from Claude, test one from ChatGPT, and see which one gives you the best. Okay, I will tell you that I do use Claude quite a lot, and again, it's a little bit more advanced, but in Gemini they have, and Amanda's probably talked about this already, but they have Notebook LM, so you can actually go to Amanda's class, learn about Notebook LM, and then you can set up a gem that has that Notebook LM stuff in it. So what I would do is go and research all the top copywriters that do persuasion copywriting, put them into an LM, and then Notebook LM, and then feed it into a gem in here, and then write my scripts from that, because you'll get gathering data on copywriting, like persuasion copywriting, Russell Brunson, all those people that are amazing at copywriting, feed that information into a Notebook LM, and then you come in here and just set up a gem. So you just click gem and then set up a new gem, and then you can feed it into here. So you can feed your Notebook LM into there. So too complex, like you said. This is not beginner, this part here. I just want to tell you if you do want to do that part. And like I said, Amanda does classes on how to do that. So yeah, so it's like a custom GPT, but it's just for Gemini. It's called a gem. Okay. So same thing, but it's just for Gemini, and you can link all the information in there. Okay. So again, like I said, I'm trying to show you like every different version. You can just use ChatGPT. You can go a bit further and use like Claude or Gemini, or you can go even further, deep dive into it and go and set up like gems with Notebook LM. Okay, so whichever one, and again, each one of them will give you a different script, and you can test them all. Okay, right. So as you can see here, it's gone and written the script for me for my product. So here's the product, and it's given me the product, our script there. If you don't like the script, you can ask it to redo it. So here you can see I'm saying, be more aggressive. You will find sometimes, especially with ChatGPT, it will be quite soft with your copywriting, because it's looking at, well, this is not going to be good for Facebook ads. You may get disapproved, right? I think you could probably push the line a little bit. Sometimes they're a little bit too soft. So just say, I want to be a bit more aggressive. So you can get, oh, there you go. Amanda says, we haven't done a full class on it yet. So if you want it, she'll add it to the feedback class. So, okay, cool. Thank you, Amanda. So, you know, sometimes you want to ask it to be a bit more aggressive. You're reading it and it's being very like vague and stuff like that. Just say, ask it to be a bit more aggressive. Okay. Yes, we have to be careful with Facebook and not give any claims or anything. But, you know, I think you can probably read in the script, see whether it's being too soft, and just ask it to be a little bit more aggressive. You can also ask it to shorten the script if you want to. So I do a lot of that for my TikTok shop videos, because some of the TikTok shop ads are like 1 minute long, and I'm making AI videos, so I want them to be like 30 seconds or less. So I just ask ChatGPT or Claude to reduce it. So keep the structure, keep the hook, call to action, just reduce the script a little bit and make it like 15 to 20 seconds long rather than a long video. Okay. Now, again, I'm talking about supplements here. With supplements, a minute video will do really good. Like sometimes with supplements, you have to be a bit longer in your video. You've got a lot more to explain. You've got a lot more building relationship with your customer to get them across the line. So a minute video is what you want to go after. Now, if you're doing like POD, it's going to be more along the lines of 10, 15 seconds, and drop shipping's probably dependent on your product in between. Okay, so consider that as well, what product you're going after, how long your script's going to be. Okay, so once you have that script, you can have a longer version, you can have an aggressive version, shorter version. Also, again, when we launch ads, and you see this with when we do POD, we will do 3 videos where we have like one video, and then we would duplicate the video, but we'd just change out the first 3 seconds, which is called the hook. So those first 3 seconds is what attracts the customer in. So it hooks them and gets them to watch the rest of the video. And what we usually do is we would test out the hook at the beginning by doing the same video, but just changing out the first 3 seconds. So usually we start off with 3 videos. They're all the same video. We have just changed the first 3 seconds. Now, this is very easy to do because all you need to do is ask Claude to write you the script, just give you 3 different hooks. So say, rewrite this, but change the first 3 seconds to give me a different hook. Okay, so you can end up with 3 scripts. So that's what you want. You want 3 scripts. All 3 scripts are the same. It's just literally the first sentence that would change, and it will usually just be another slightly different angle. Okay, so I can't think of the top of my head an example, but it's literally just picking out a different example right at the beginning. So let's just go through this again. Okay, you get the video, you download the video, you give it to Claude with your product information. You ask Claude to rewrite it for your product. Once you have that script, you can either condense it down, make it shorter, depending on how long you need that video. You can ask it to be a bit more aggressive if you think it's been a bit soft. And then once you have that script that you're happy with, just ask Claude to give you 2 more versions, just changing out the first 3 seconds of the script, okay? And that will leave you with 3 different scripts for you to make your videos on, okay? Now, like I said, that probably sounds a little bit more bit complex, but the replays are available and you can watch it, do it step by step. But all you're doing is taking the original winning script, rewriting it for yours, and coming up with 3 different scripts to test, okay? So once we have that script, this is where we can start building out our images. So if your product is slightly different, all you need to do is when you're building out images, just tell ChatGPT what you want to change. So for example, here, the first part of the script is, I'm his prostate and I'm winning every night I wake him up. Okay, so this will be our first image that we need to create. And what you're going to do is just go back to the original. So here you will see at the beginning, they've got, so not this one. This one, so I've got...
I'm his prostate. I used to be the size of a walnut, now I'm huge. I squeeze everything down there until nothing works and he can't perform.
Okay, so that is our first scene. Okay, so what you want to do is look at your script and then just break it down into scenes. So if you're copying this quite, it's going to be quite similar, you will be able to pick out the scenes quite easily because, we've got I'm this, and it does this, I'm this, and it does this. Okay, so we can clearly see where the scenes are going to change. And all that will change is your product might change slightly. So I think Booster have done like another person here, like a completely different vitamin in the product, and it said something else. So I just changed it for ours, which is cortisol. So it's still another scene. It's just talking about a different product. And like here where we had the Pioneer, they didn't have this one. So that was just, they had another vitamin as well, or supplement in there as well. So all I did was write it for our product, okay? But you will easily be able to see from your script the different scenes. So I've got so many things open. So you've got this one here, so that's the first scene here. This one here is the second scene. This one here is the third scene. So you can clearly break down your script into the scenes that you need, okay? So once you have the scenes, all you need to do is make the images for those scenes. Yeah, so you can, yes, you can give it to like ChatGPT and just say break this down to scenes. If you want to, that's easier. That's all you need to do, is just copy paste this into ChatGPT and say break this down into scenes for me. But I think by reading it, you can probably guess, you can probably see what your scenes are going to be from here. Okay. So once you have your scenes, you can go back to the video and break it down. So our first image is going to be this one here, where we've got this one talking. And then our second image is going to be this one where he's talking. Our third one is going to be this man here where he's talking. This is the fourth scene. And then we have, this one is the fifth scene. And then this one is the sixth scene. And then we have, that one is the seventh scene. And then that is the same scene. And then we just have the product at the end, which is just showing the product at the end. So this one has 8 scenes altogether, okay? Now this is just a replica of this one. So really we only have 7 scenes that we need to make. So we need to make 7 images for this ad. So what we want to do is once we have our competitor's ad, is just take a screenshot of that first scene. Now, if it has, left it on there, it's fine. This is fine. We would ask it to do it without any text on the screen. So what I do is I will usually ask ChatGPT to give me a detailed prompt to recreate this. You can, as you've probably seen me in other classes, give it straight to Higgsfield and ask it to recreate it. But with these more like, you know, it's got a lot of text on the screen here. I might need to change out the character, etc. It's easier just to ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt first of all. Okay. So what you want to do is just take a screenshot of the ad. So again, you'll probably see that this is very similar to what I always teach, you know, get the scene and then get the prompt. So you take a screenshot, come over to your ChatGPT, and then you're just going to paste it into here, like I've done here. So at the top, and I don't know why I've done it in capitals, but I've just said, please can you give me a detailed prompt to recreate this image, but change it slightly. So for this one, I'm just asking it to change it a little bit slightly. So this is the original one that I copied, and you can see it's a little bit, it looks more like a little brain, and so I just wanted a different version because I didn't want to copy them exactly. So I just said change it slightly. If you are doing a different product, this is where you put it in. So please give me a detailed prompt, but change it to, I don't know, something, the liver, a character that looks like a liver or something. Okay, so that's why you need to get the prompts, because if you need to change it, you need to tell it what you want to change it. So you're just going to say, please can you give me a detailed prompt to recreate this image, and then tell it what you want to change. So I don't know, maybe you want it a different part of the body, or you want there to be 2 people in there, or you want, I don't know, something else in there. You can just tell it down here. Okay. I always say no text overlays because I don't want the text. I don't want, we'll put this on after, and this is our hook at the beginning. So we'll do all that when we do the editing. So we just want the image. Okay, so never do it with the text there, because obviously it's harder to get the text off. So just do it without the text. Okay, so put no text overlays. So I'll put this as an example in the chat. Okay, so once you have that, you'll see here you've got the detailed image prompt here, and I just do that for every single one. So this is where you'll see theirs. So theirs was calcified. So they've got a little man here, the calcified. I just did the same thing. So this is just bring this over, might be easy. This is my video. So this is my man, right? So he looks quite similar. These actually look a little bit like minions. When I show you the video, they turn into little minions. But this is my script. So this was their one. So it's I'm calcified. So I just said, please can you give me a detailed prompt to recreate this image, but change it slightly. Also, instead of a calcified, change the character to represent cortisol. Okay, so that's, as you can see, no worries, that I am changing the product, the character to be who I need it to be. So I want this very similar, but I just want it to be for cortisol rather than a calcified. Okay, so I'll give you that one as well. An example. And then we've got this prompt here. Okay, so again, no text overlays on there, and that's all I do. So I just will work through. So again, please can you give me a detailed prompt to recreate this image, but change it slightly, change the character to represent the superhero NAD. Okay, so that's what I wanted, an NAD superhero. So that is this one here. So him that's running through. So you can see how it's quite similar, but it's different. It's different, but it's quite similar. Hopefully that makes sense. So we've got that one. We've got the prompt here. And then this one here. So please can you give me a detailed prompt to recreate this image instead of, I can never say that word, palmetto, change the character to represent two characters, Pyam and Nettle. And actually, I forgot to add this scene in, so I can't show it. I forgot to add it into the video. But I made it into two characters, and I might be able to show you in a second. So there were two characters rather than one. So again, you can just tell ChatGPT what you want, because what it's doing is it's taking the idea, the cartoon style, the sort of characters with the faces, and then just updating it for what you want. Okay, so it's quite good at that, of taking what you want and just updating it. Okay, so again, change it to my two characters, which are Pyam and Nettle, who are both holding the prostate. Oh no, I did this one actually. I lie, this is this one. It was another one I did, this one. So this is Pyam and this is Nettle, okay? So quite similar, but it's got two characters instead of the one. So again, we've got the prompt. And then here, please can you give me a prompt to represent, oh, here we go. These are two I forgot to add in. So they didn't have this in the video, okay? So we have more things in our product. So I just said, please can you give me, based on the same theme, give me a prompt to represent these two characters. ChatGPT already has a chat before. It's seen all the other images. It's built out prompts for you for those ones. So it already gets the idea of what you want from your previous chat. Okay, so I just said, based on the same theme, give me two characters. Okay, so you don't have to give an example. You don't even have to give an example. You can just say, I need it for these two characters. And it will build it out for you because it will use the stuff it's already given you. Okay, so here I've said, based on the same theme, please give me a prompt to represent the characters, L-arginine and the L-citrulline, who flood his body with nitric oxide and open up the blood flow where it matters. And that here is just part of the script. So I just grabbed the script and put it into here. Okay, like I said, I think I forgot to add this one. Yeah, and we've got, then the next one is, oh, here we go. Now, can you do the same for ashwagandha? So I didn't even give it an image for this one. I just said, use the same thing, but just turn it into ashwagandha. Okay, so you can see here that and I think it's done a quite good job. This is ashwagandha one, of taking the same idea, but just applying it to those, the new, what they are called, ingredients, I don't know, of the product there. Okay, right, so that's that one there. And then the product one, I can't actually show you this prompt because it's for internal brand, but all I did was give it so I took a screenshot of the Boosterful one and I just said, please give me a prompt just as I've done there, but change the product to my product and just upload a picture of your product. Okay, so upload a picture of your product, upload the example and just say, give me a prompt, but change the character to represent my product. Okay, so then it will give you a prompt for your product rather than the one in here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through, read the script or look at the video, and then come up, take the screenshot, ask ChatGPT to give us a prompt to recreate it. Now, again, if you don't have an image, you've got extra things in there, just say, based on everything we've talked about before, give me a script. Give me a prompt for this and give it the idea. Okay, so you're building up the prompts that you're going to use to create the images. Now for this one, if you have something like this where they're changing, so he starts out with, like, I don't know what this is, a little sausage or something, he's turning out into this like big man here. This is where we use start and end frame. So this is first image, this is second image. So we create the two images, but all we do is when we create the videos, we just give the two images to VO3 and it creates the in-between video. Okay, so I will show you that, but for this one, if you're doing something like this where they're changing, like he's literally changing in the scene, just create them same process, take the screenshot, create the image, and then take this screenshot, get the prompt and create this image. But when we make the video, we're just going to put them in one video. Okay, but when we do that, which will probably be in our next class, I will show you how to do that. Okay, so just to recap, we've done our research, we've found the ad, we've got the script, we've taken that script, rewritten it for our product, maybe made it a bit more aggressive, maybe shortened it if we needed to. We have asked Claude to give us 2 more versions, so we've got 3, so 3 different hooks. We have now broken down the scripts into our scenes, and we have got the prompts for each of the scenes that we need, okay? So it seems like a lot, but once you're doing it, it happens quite quickly. Just literally 2 seconds, grab the script, throw it into Claude, ask it to rewrite it, and then throw it into ChatGPT and ask you to run the prompts, okay? So once you have the prompts, you can just go to any image generator to recreate them. So you can also do prompt to video, but I always like to do image to video. I just think it works better. And you can use any image generator that you usually use. So if you use Gemini with Nano Banana, you just come into a new chat and you would paste that prompt. So you go to your, things back over here, go in here, grab your prompt. So let's just start, say like this one here, you just copy it and paste it into here. You go to your tools and create image. Now, I don't know if any of you know, but Nano Banana 2 has just updated. So if yours has updated, they'll actually be using Nano Banana 2 in here. I think it's these 2, the Pro, I'm not sure which one it is, but it might be this one that gives you Nano Banana 2. It will tell you whether it's using Nano Banana 2. Yeah, Pro. So yeah, if you're using Pro, it will give you the Nano Banana 2, which was literally just launched on Friday, I think. But you can choose, you can test out both and see which one you like. So you just paste in the prompt there, create image, and it'll create the image for you. Now, you all know that I use Higgsfield. So if you want to use Higgsfield, you can as well. Or if you've got Kling and you create images from there, wherever you create images, like Amanda always says, I'm not trying to tell you to go and get 500 tools, just use the one you usually use, okay? So top for you is, it's like, it makes UGC content, so you can do it. There are other ways to do it, so it's up to you, but I wouldn't create images like this in top view. They're more like UGC content, okay? And so in here, in Higgsfield, what you're going to do is come here to image, create image, and then you're going to come down here and put your prompt in. So you're just going to copy it again. Yeah, no, it's not unlimited. So it's a bit of a pain, but they'll probably do some deals, but you can, Pro is still amazing. I still use Pro, so definitely just use Pro for now. As these tools get used, they start adding it in. So you'll probably find at some point it will be unlimited, but it doesn't matter for now. Just use Nano Banana Pro. So you want to do Nano Banana Pro. Again, you want to grab your script. So you just come here, grab your, sorry, I keep saying script, prompt, and paste your prompt into here. You want to do Nano Banana Pro, 9:16. I always do 2K because it's unlimited. You may as well. And then click on unlimited and click go. Now, if you are not on unlimited, you just wouldn't have that on. And if you want to use Nano Banana Pro, Nano Banana 2, you just click Nano Banana 2. It's just not an unlimited, okay? The credits are like 150, so it's quite low if you do want to use it, okay? And you get like 1,000 on this level, so you've got plenty of credits for you to use there. So once you paste it into there, you click go, and then I probably have to scroll for like 5 days because I use this all the time, so bear with me and see if I can find it. As you can see, I've made a lot of... Aha, here we go. So these are some examples. So as you can see here, that's the prompts that I got from ChatGPT. I just pasted it into here. I use Nano Banana Pro 2K and then click go. I always click it twice, so I've got 2 to choose from. So we've got this one has got a little jacket on, so you can choose which one you like the best. I chose this one because he's looking more at the screen. So when because we're getting him to talk, you want him looking at the screen. Okay, so yeah, it does some good images, doesn't it? So so get him looking at the screen. So it's easier for him to talk, okay? Because you want him talking to the audience. So here he's a bit off the screen. So I would use this one rather than this one, even though it's got like some cool jacket outfit on there. Okay. Again, if you don't like the image, just run it again. If you want to change it up, just tell ChatGPT. So you can either just give it the image, so just download it and say, this is what I'm getting. I don't like this. Update the prompt for me, or just tell it. Say, I pasted this prompt. It's given me a weird outcome. Can you update the prompt? What I usually find is sometimes the prompt comes out a bit boring. These are a bit easier, but some of them are a bit boring, like the lifestyle ones are quite dark. So I just say, these are coming out very boring. Can you make them a bit more vibrant, or make them and give them an example and make it a little bit more like this? Okay, so if you don't like what it's given you for the prompts, just go back to ChatGPT and talk to it. But usually, like you can see here, this is like first time I just pasted it and it was fine. Okay, so again, I do it a couple of times. You can do it here, batch size, and do 4 at a time if you want, or just click generate 2 times and it generate the image. So this is the ones that we've got for here. This is the one for the quarter seal. This is the NAD one, the superhero NAD one. These are Pium and whatever his name's, Nettle. That's quarter seal. These are the 2 that I missed out here. So that's what I did. Okay, so get the images ready to make into videos. Okay, so go through, grab each of the prompts that you just made from ChatGPT, paste them into here. Nano Banana 2. We want 9x16 here, so just click here, 9x16, not Nano Banana Pro, sorry. Pro, 9x16, 2K, and then click go, okay? Once you have all the images, if you are doing the one, so the last one where you're changing the product up to be your product, add the image. So click on here and add your product image. That just makes it easier for Higgsfield to take your photo and change it into the character. Okay, and it'll have all the details on it. If you don't feed it into it, it may make it, but it may not look like it exactly. So if I just refresh. So here, it still doesn't look 100%, but I gave it the product. So this is the product, and then I gave it the prompt, and then it made the image here. So I just chose this one. I could click it a couple more times to make it a little bit more like it, but you get the idea. It's he's got his NAD plus there, he's got Catacore on it. It's he's got the arms and the eyes that I wanted, and the little people in the pill there. So you want something that looks like your product, so make sure you give it your product so that it can take that idea and turn it into the image for you. Okay, so once you have all your images, this is where you're going to turn it into video. So we've only got 5 minutes left, so I'm going to show you in Flow, but then we can come back and probably go over it again on Wednesday when we go through the editing. But all you're going to do is download these. So you just come here, click download, and download that image to your computer. You have to save it like that, download it to your computer so you have those images. Okay, now I'm going to use Flow in VO3 Flow, but you can do it in here. So you come to video, you've got all the video generations down here. They've also got VO3 in here as well. So if you don't see it here, you can just go create video, and then in here, you can change it. So you can change, these are the hiccups, and then come here. So Google VO3.1, click generate general, and it has it there. You can also change it down here to model, and then come and change it to the different models here. So just another thing, sometimes if you want free credit, sometimes just come here and click. Sometimes they do unlimited on some of these. Just, I don't know why, just for the fun of it. So come here sometimes and have a look, and some of them will have unlimited on the, if you want to use them. So you can have a look, but they have all the video generations in this model section here. Okay, so you can do it in here. Coach Reggie been making products for his wife. It's very nice. So you can do it in here, but I'm going to show it in Flow as well. But it's the same process. What you would do is upload your image. So let's just get rid of that image. But you come here where it says start frame, click add, and add that image that you just downloaded from the image generator. Click open, and it will add it in here. Now for your prompt, you can just write a simple prompt. So you can just come in here and say, you know, make this person move, or that's what I do for a lot of my videos that are just generally getting people to move. So let's see if I've got one down here, clean motion. I think I've got one that these are the clips that I made for AI Summit. I haven't got one to hand. But yeah, you can write simple prompts in here, and it will make them move. So if you have simple videos like POD products or dropshipping products that just need simple movements, like she's showing, like what I usually say is she's posing to the camera. So for my TikTok videos, I don't need her talking a lot of times. I don't need her doing anything complex. So I just write a simple prompt in here. But for these videos, we are getting them to speak, okay? So we need a bit more complex videos. So I use, again, you can use Gemini, Claude. I use ChatGPT to give me the prompt. So all I would do is in here, I give it the image. So this is our image we created. And I just say, please can you give me a detailed VO3 prompt for this image? And him saying, I'm his prostate. I used to be the size of a walnut. Now I'm huge. Okay, so you tell it what you want it to say. Okay, VO3 has talking in it, so it will talk for you. Kling 2.6 also has talking in it, so you can do the same for Kling. So and 3 has it as well, but I'm not sure actually. It's got sound effects. I'm trying to remember now, but 2.6 definitely has it. So Kling 2.6 has it. VO3.1 definitely has it as well. Okay, so if you don't want to use something like all the other tools that we talk about, like HeyGen or anything, you can just use VO3 to do the talking. Yeah, I thought it did, but I didn't want to say it. Like, did it? But thank you, Cynthia. So yeah, so ask Terry, why are you drawing on my screen? Ask ChatGPT to give you the prompt. It's just the easiest way. So if it's simple, just say like the lady is showing off a t-shirt or something like that. Just do that. But if you need something complex and you need it to speak, just ask ChatGPT to give you the prompt. So here we've got the image. This is the prompt, so I'll give it to you. So you can see. And there we go. And then it's more expensive in Clean as well. That's all right, no worries. And then, there we go. You can see that it gives you the prompt. Sometimes a bit long, but you can just literally just copy this whole stuff like this. Anything you need, just right-click, copy, and then come into here and paste it. So you just paste it into here, in there, okay? Now, if you are using Higgsfield, just paste the prompt in there, image in here, and then down here, you'd have, that's the prompt. 720 is absolutely fine. We're just doing ads with testing, so you don't need anything, 4K or anything. Obviously, the higher you go up, the more credit it is, so I'll just use 720, 9:16, and 8 seconds. You probably do it 6 seconds. Is fine, and then click go. Okay, so that is in Higgsfield. I just noticed the time. So in next week's class, I will show you in VO3, but it's the same process. Okay, so whether you use VO3 in Flow or whether you use in Higgsfield, it's the same process. Okay, and then click go, and it will make the clips for you. So in next week's class, I'm going to show you how you can take those clips, put them together, and edit them with like the hooks and the captions and everything like that. Okay, so in Wednesday's class, what did I say? Sorry if I said the wrong thing. But in Wednesday's next week, I'm in a world of my own today, but on Wednesday, that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so hopefully that shows you, if you come to enough of my classes, you're probably seeing the same process. Okay, it's very similar process, whether you do this style ad, whether you use an AI avatar. What you're doing is finding the video, rewriting the script for your video, and then creating the scenes and then making them move. Okay, so on Wednesday, I will show you how to do it in VO3, in the separate one. I showed you in Higgsfield there, and then we will put them all together and show you how to do the hooks and everything in CapCut. Okay, right then, everyone. Hopefully that helped. Again, it's all in the replay, so you can go through step by step tomorrow if you need it as well. Okay, thanks everyone. See you Wednesday. Take care. Bye. See you.